Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be dissertating and talking about Chiron Sextile or Trine Jupiter in a natal horoscope. As most of you know, Chiron is associated with the wounded healer. It is an element, or you can look at it as a point in our horoscope that we generally can strongly emphasize or accentuate with others, but we often have difficulty in doing so for ourselves. It can indicate the area in our lives where we have experienced strong emotional wounds, and this is an area where we can help others in strongly, but often neglect ourselves in this area. And I think a lot of this is attributed to overcompensation due to the fact that we're expending so much time and energy helping others in this area that we often neglect ourselves. Now, this Chiron, I see, even though it's considered a planetoid or asteroid, but as far as its significance in a horoscope, I see it as being similar to a generational planet and takes on more significance or importance by house position as opposed to the sign that it's in. And this is because, in my opinion, because the fact that Chiron traverses a sign on average between 4 to 5 years. So I look at it as far as its impact or influence on a person much stronger by house placement as opposed to the sign, where the sign will flavor it a little bit anyway. Well, anyway, people, the first thing I want to get at with Chiron Sextile or Trine Jupiter, this could give a person a strong ability to perhaps look at themselves and be able to, quote unquote, I guess I could say, extract their wounds, or be able to recognize them, I should say recognize their wounds, and be able to positively do something about it. This could be a very fortuitous placement for somebody that maybe has dealt with some kind of trauma in his or her life, and be able to handle things in probably, I guess I could say, I don't want to say a happier manner, but in a more positive or optimistic manner. This could be somebody that is able to help encourage others perhaps through being very expansive or buoyant and optimistic, showing benevolence toward others in terms of helping others with their emotional wounds. This could be a placement for somebody that incorporates their philosophy in general into helping others deal with things that were traumatic or things, emotional wounds that they need help with. This could also be somebody that can really help others get in touch with their abstract mind and perhaps help others in matters or wounds that were associated with higher education, or perhaps through some long distance traveling and I look at this, a lot of this too can depend on the house placement of Chiron and Jupiter. Now, if we take somebody, let's take somebody that has Jupiter in the 8th and it trines their natal Chiron in the 4th house. Well, we know then the 4th house, somebody that has Chiron in the 4th can be somebody that's dealing with some kind of emotional or traumatic wounds associated with home, family life, emotional security, and if somebody has Jupiter in the 8th and it makes a trine to Chiron in the 4th, this could be somebody that maybe bestows good knowledge in their philosophy, maybe regarding matters connected with psychology, and using that to help others with their emotional wounds associated with the home and family. Or even in some cases, Jupiter in the 8th could show some profound knowledge associated with astrology, metaphysical, occult related matters, and they may be able to take that astrological or metaphysical knowledge and help others deal with emotional wounds pertaining to home and family by maybe looking things, for example, from an astrological perspective. So we look at this. I could take another example. Let's take Chiron in the 12th, trining somebody that has Jupiter in the 9th house. Well, somebody with Chiron in the 12th might be suffering some kind of emotional wounds connected perhaps with maybe secluded habits or something connected with their limitations, their restrictions, secret sorrows. And Jupiter in the 9th can just impart maybe their philosophical nature in general and the positive things that they've learned and connected with the abstract mind, and just power of positive thinking in general, their general philosophical nature, and being very expansive regarding this, and being able to help others maybe with the Chiron and 12th issues I described before, based on their positive experiences with those with 9th house related matters. Now, basically, this is obviously it's a very good. These are good aspects, and like I've stated in some of my other videos, the only danger is if somebody has a sextile or trine aspect in their horoscope. Sometimes people can become complacent and take their abilities for granted, and it's important to be able to keep, I guess you could say, somewhat moving forward in terms of maybe learning, and you have to still apply what you know. If you just say, well, oh, I have these sextiles and trines, everything's just going to automatically be rosy and come and just work out without me putting in any kind of effort. Well, the people that will think this couldn't be more wrong. You still have to put forth the effort to get the positive benefits that are associated with sextiles and trines, even though they are auspicious aspects, and they may require a little less work than obviously somebody that has adverse aspects in their horoscope. Well, anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for Jupiter, sextile, trine, Chiron, and a natal horoscope. And stay tuned next time, where I'll be dissertating and talking about Chiron in major adverse aspect to Jupiter in a natal chart. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone, because a person astrologically is the sum of all their components in the natal chart, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.